in this presentation today, we'll try to create a website that will show us different AI models, and then we will use Cursor for it. So first thing we want to do is we have this prompt, and we're just going to go open Cursor. Here I have an empty folder where we're going to put our code. On the right side of the screen, you can see the chat window. And in this chat window, you can basically chat to AI, chat to LLMs, and they will help you with coding. So if we paste now this prompt, it says we want to create a website where people can see all the popular AI models. They can search and rate them as well. And then for these demo purposes, we're going to keep it simple. We said we don't want any authentication, anything complex, just a simple dashboard view where we can see all the popular models and we can rate them. The tech stack. So I mentioned here that we want to have Next.js and Tailwind as our tech stack. We want design to be simplistic. We want to have some variants of Blue, grid view for AI models, and we want to create a clear plan and specification in MD format so that our agent can implement everything later. In Cursor, you have option to select different modes. So you have agent mode, which is for execution. You have ask mode, which is similar to like when you chat with ChatGPT or these chat interfaces, they can help you research stuff, answer questions. You have debug mode to help you find some errors in your code, or you can have a plan mode, which we're going to use now to actually plan our specification. And after that, we're going to switch to agent mode for execution. And let's see how it works. As we can see here, the agent is working on the plan, and it actually already executed it. One more important thing here is that you can also pick different models. So in this case here, we're using Composer 2, which is the Cursor native model. You can select these different models from other providers as well, if you want. And if we check the plan here, it's pretty straightforward. We can see the tech stack, the bootstrap command that our agent will use, the design system section. And if you're not happy with some of these things, you can even prompt it more to update the plan, specification, etc. And yeah, I'm going to keep the same model and see what my agent will build now. And as it executes, we can see the checkpoints here and what's being built. Already on the left side of the screen, we see the files that are being generated in real time. Yeah, so what else? So here you have I'm gonna, while the agent is doing the work, we can see some other features that Cursor has. Like if you go to settings, you can check here different agent preferences, and you can also choose how many permissions you want to give to your agent, right? When you have this agentic system, you want to make sure that it behaves, that you stay in control, right? So you can restrict how many access this agent can have. You can define rules, skills, which help you guide your agent, restrict some actions, or give it additional possibilities with skills. Cursor also has this, let me see, marketplace. This might be interesting. So in the marketplace, there are various plugins that you can install. And for example, here we have plugin for Slack. If you add it to Cursor, you can automatically use some functionalities from Slack application. Like Cursor can send messages in the channel, or you can do some other things. With Figma, you can do designing. With Linear, you can do product management even with Cursor. So check it out. There's various different plugins built by the community and different companies. And as we're speaking, Cursor already implemented something. So let's check what we have. If you run the development server and go here in the browser, we can see that Cursor implemented this application for us. So here we can see different AI models, and we can rate them here. So right now, I believe this is implemented as a local storage, so only we can rate it. But later on, you can add database, make it more robust, also using AI. Yeah, so now we're also gonna host this on Vercel. So just a simple command. We're gonna try this actually. Okay, we're gonna host this on the cloud. And what I also want to do is I want to create a GitHub repository and then connect it with our code base. Keep it private. And now we will connect our code base to GitHub using GitHub MCP that I installed. So let's see if this is done. Okay. We will say here, let's connect our project to GitHub remote repository. And I'll give it this origin URL. And what the agent is going to do now is it's going to call GitHub MCP. Okay, we have some uncommitted changes. Can you commit changes and push everything to the repository using GitHub MCP? All right. So GitHub, what was done instead? Main, new upstream, tracking set. Let me check here. Okay, so it's done. Now we can see that our code base is pushed to the remote GitHub using MCP. Let me check if, yeah, that should be good. Okay, so now we did generate an app. We pushed it to GitHub, and now we're going to see how to create cursor automation. So if we go to cursor.com, there's this feature. This is like a browser view, which you can access from any device. And there's this automation feature, which allows you to automate some recurring tasks. And for this example, we will create a new automation. Let me first here. Okay, let's see here. Automation. Trigger pull request by anyone. Do we select a repository? Oh, okay. So we need to add our repository to Cursor so that it can access. Let's do that. I just did. So, all right. Let's refresh this. So we select this repository, and we're going to say, review the PR and leave a comment. Leave feedback in the comment. We can also choose the model here. We'll choose Codex 5.3. We're going to add this functionality, this tool for agent to be able to comment on the GitHub PR. And we're going to create automation. So now this automation is active and running, and we're going to spawn a new cloud agent to add another feature to our website. Let's check what was published into production. So if we go to this URL here, this is our app running in the cloud. Now we want to change this cards to be more old-fashioned retro style. Okay, so I'm going to achieve that using Cloud Agent. Here, I'm going to find let me see here. Okay, there it is. This is the picture I want. So I'm going to give it this picture and say, let's change the design of our AI model grid cards to be more retro style, like provided image. We're going to choose also Composer and pick the proper repository and let it run. So now we're using Cloud Agent, right? Previously we used locally running agent on our machine. Now we're running it in the cloud. And if you run the cloud agents, they're more long-term. So you can just relax, they will run, and when they're finished, they will get back to you. Every cloud agent controls virtual machine, so they can do all the operating system operations as well. And they're able to record the browsers, record the screen, control browser. So these cloud agents they can do basically whatever they want. And yeah, it's usually a little bit slower. So if you want to iterate fast with your code, you can run stuff locally. But if you have some tasks that you're fine with being run for a longer time, you can give it to Cloud Agents. And while this is working, let's check the other interface here. So if you go to settings, you can switch to agent window. And in agent window, you can see all of your agents, both cloud and local agents, in one view. And you have a very nice feature here that you can check the browser or the whole screen of your agent that runs in cloud. So this one is working right now. We can check its screen. We can take control of it if you want. We can check the browser, terminal, and all the changes that it made. Right. So this is also very useful new feature. And here you can switch between different tasks, check the status. And as you can see, the agent is doing work. It implemented already some changes. So yes. Do you have any questions so far that you want to ask? Yeah. So I believe Cloud Agents are available for all tiers, but you need to do some settings like privacy settings. You need to allow access to your data, or you need to enable on-demand spending. That's what you need to do.
So it doesn't actually go within the plan.
I think it uses the credits from the plan, but then it needs to have this access to like on-demand spending if your plan limit is reached. Yep.
It shows credits like crazy, but it's not.
It's helpful, but it's expensive.
And you can integrate it with Linear. Then you can actually chat with it from Linear. Within the Linear app, using an even better interface than chatting with it from
Yep. So this let me see here. So you can also, as Nick just said, to Cloud Agents, you can also add these MCPs or additional tools that they can access Linear or other products as well. Yeah. Yes, so the question was if we're writing any code here ourselves, or we're just talking to agent, right? So right now we're just talking to agent. And yes, the code quality now becomes the question. And the code review is becoming bottleneck more and more. As these tools are developing, more teams are focused on robust code review strategies. Many teams are also creating agents specifically for code reviewing. So yeah, that's a good notice. Yep.
A really cool feature of the agent is essentially it spins up a VM, right, in the Cursor cloud environment. It loads up all your environment variables. And what you can do is you can like agent deploying to an account by default. And inside Cursor cloud agent, they write exactly this. And then it records the screen. So you can tell it record the feature, show me a recording of the new feature working, and it'll ship that to you and then you can just see it.
Exactly, and exactly what Nick said. So now after the agent is done, we're gonna tell it to record the changes. So we're gonna see this in real life. So now the agent is creating a PR. And once this PR is created, we have one more question. Okay. Can we do what? Yes. So probably you can. So if we take control here, let's try. We can access terminal. So we can basically, this is like we're using virtual machine, right? So you can do whatever you want. So another feature with this Cloud Agents, now you can also self-host them. So if you have your own company infrastructure, you can host Cloud Agents on your infrastructure. So that's like a new feature. And this might be useful for some companies that want to have everything running on their infra because of the simplicity of interaction with different tools on the infrastructure. And yeah, let me try to see what's wrong. Okay, it did finish. And now we're going to ask it to record a demo. Can you record a demo of the changes? Yeah, it takes a little bit longer with Cloud Agents, but if you have time to wait, then it's a good feature. And this is how it should look like. So the agent updated this design, as you can see, and it's retro style application, right? And it's basically able to control browser to record demos. It's a very cool feature, but it might be a bit more expensive.